So in this video, we're going to have a look at finding the circumference of a circle. So when we're looking at the circumference, we either have to use our radius or a diameter. In this example here, we've been giving a radius. So the formula that we use to find the circumference or the perimeter of a circle when given our radius is, actually let's put that in blue, 2 times pi multiplied by r, our radius, okay, is equal to circumference, equal to c. So the way that we would solve this is we would substitute that 3.5 into this formula as r. So we'd have 2 here multiplied by pi, then again multiplied by 3.5. 3.5. So when we're dealing with multiplication, the order in which we multiply does not matter. So we'll still get the same value as if we multiplied 2 by pi by 3.5, if we did 2 by 3.5 by pi. I'm going to do 2 by 3.5 first. And let's not forget the other side of our equation here is equal to c. I'm going to do 2 by 3.5 first because that's going to give us an easier value. So if we go 2 by 3.5, that'll give us 7. We've got 7 pi is equal to the circumference of the circle, which we're writing as c. So one thing to note here is that pi is not a pronumeral like c is. Pi is actually its own value that sits between 3.1 and 3.2. So we want to memorize pi as 3.14, or it's also shown as 22 over 7. Now it's a little more complicated than that because pi is actually a number that just keeps continuing. The decimals will never end. So we just round the decimals down to 2 decimal places. So if we have a look back at our equation here, 7 pi equals c. Let's have a look at that. So we've got 7 pi is equal to 21.99. So I'll write that down here, 21.99. So our circumference of this circle is 21.99, and it's important that we include our units. So our radius is written here in meters, so that means our circumference is also going to be measured in meters. If we were finding a circumference with a diameter, we would do a similar method. So the formula you would use would be pi multiplied by d is equal to circumference. The reason we do that is because d is double the size of the radius. So our diameter would be the line that goes from one side through the center of a circle all the way to the other side. So our diameter goes from one side to the other. Our radius starts in the middle and goes to one side. So it's exactly half, which is why with this formula here we have that multiplied by 2 to turn that radius into the diameter. And then we multiply it by pi. So if we did it this way, so our diameter would be equal to 7 meters. And you can see here that that's given us the same value that we had in this section here.